officially in English. And yeah, basically that's sort of what I'll leave that there at. Then I guess this is sort of we haven't done any kind of detailed analysis kind of at this sort of lower level, but what I've called sort of the narrower interests that certainly have played a role, but are kind of, I guess, sort of very specific to a number of countries. So in general, there's quite a few, I guess, differing interests that are competing against each other within each country. So there's, whether it's different government departments where for example, where the agriculture ministry may be a lot stronger than, say, an environment ministry. They have one sort of focus, whereas countries with say a stronger environment or water ministry have sort of want something else. I guess, and then sort of different national priorities. A lot of countries, when these, I guess, sort of processes kind of were born in sort of 2007 in the case of the Forest Europe, and sort of 2008, 2009 for the Green Paper. Things were actually going quite well economically in most countries, and then sort of end of 2008 into 2009, the sort of economic crisis part 2 struck, and country national priorities changed quite substantially. What I've called sort of self-preservation, protection, and self-promotion, this is actually basically a few countries and a number of organizations that have kind of advanced a particular position in order to basically sort of protect their own existence, or their own their interests, for example, say trade or the environment. Then sort of not meeting the obligations in other conventions. There is some concern expressed that there's sort of why have these conventions that are or legally binding processes that are going to impose further conditions on our countries when sort of, and I guess particularly the case of the EU, who is having difficulty meeting a lot of their obligations under the Convention on Biological Diversity.